Hey everybody, what the flick? Doctor Who, Season 8, Episode 9, Flatline, Bibbs, Alonso. Let's have a quick look.
Oh, that can't be good.
Something nearby is leeching all the external dimensions.
Aliens.
Possibly. Oh, well, who am I kidding? Probably.
Whatever they are experimenting. They're testing. They are dissecting. Trying to understand us. Trying to understand
3 dimensions. Life support failing.
I really like this episode.
Really? Is this the one that did it for you?
Yes.
This is the most passion I've seen from you.
I had a great time. I was genuinely sort of thrilled by the story. I had no idea how they were going to resolve it. I loved the whole premise of the TARDIS becoming so small that he can't get out of it, so she's lugging around in her purse. The Addams Family reference.
Yes.
Yeah, I was totally in. I thought it was great.
Well, I'm good. I'm glad you're passionate about it. I like this episode quite a bit. I guess, I don't know, it's interesting because the journey of Clara to becoming more and more and more and more important only gets further in this episode, where she gets to actually be the Doctor and even gets to be a great Doctor, although I really liked the ending, which implied that maybe all these things that Jenna and I in particular have been complaining about, where she's becoming too important and the Doctor is becoming more marginalized, may actually be the plot of this season.
Who's the lady at the end? I was going to ask you.
We still don't know exactly who she is, but she is the gatekeeper of the Nether Sphere. She's been referred to as literally God.
Is she the one who does she turn up at the end of that episode where we get the where the policeman is in the afterlife?
She's turned up in a couple episodes.
Okay.
And you know that it's interesting because often Doctor Who builds to a big mystery and concludes in one giant mother of a blowout at the end of any particular season. And here I thought it looked like they were just kind of like giving that a miss and occasionally just teasing something was going to happen. But now it appears that maybe they've been doing something a bit more subtle dramatically, and that all the things we're going to complain about are theoretically something I'm going to be cheering about at the end of the season, I hope. And I think that's really, really cool. They gave me a lot of hope at the end of this episode.
Now, has the show mucked about with the TARDIS in this way before in terms of...
Yes and no. In terms of shrinking, I've never seen that. That was really original and funny, as near as I can tell. Correct me if I'm wrong, Internet.
Oh, they will.
Oh, they will. Because there's so many episodes, and I can't imagine having seen all of them. But no, but you know, the idea that the TARDIS is, you know, malleable, changeable. Often we've seen a lot of episodes like inside the TARDIS, seeing like there was one episode where we finally got to see just how big it is, and it's huge in there. There've been a lot of jokes about the swimming pool,
right?
But
it's like Snoopy's doghouse.
A little bit like Snoopy's doghouse, yeah, exactly. But no, this is some of the most fun they've had with it in a while. Yeah, just the idea of just, I don't know, it's almost like she's a cartoon character. She's got this bag that's got like a sledgehammer in it, and you know, don't let anyone see you get the sledgehammer.
I know. Well, that Harpo Marx explained. You know, he had the thing in his pocket the whole time. Now, and I like that he calls her out on not being, you know, up front with PE about her continuing adventures. That like clearly he thinks they're done.
Yeah, you know, again, everything going on with Clara and Danny Pink and everything like that, it just seems like it's got to be reaching ahead. It's got to be the sort of thing where it's like the Doctor wants her around, and the evolution of her into someone who is more capable is also arguably making her somewhat less human in certain ways, almost more godlike. They played with, back in a couple seasons ago, when there was a companion named Donna, they played with the idea of maybe we're going to actually replace the Doctor with the companion who becomes more Doctor-like. That didn't happen, but that was a rumor. And it seems like that's kind of where we're going here, where she's just so great. Yeah. But she's got like this big adrenaline junkie kind of thing, and it's almost reminded me of Buffy season 6. Where the magic is warping Willow. Have you seen Buffy?
Yeah. I mean, not all of it, but
I'm wondering how far they're going to go with it. I wonder how far they're going to go with it. But no, honestly, this is just a really solid monster episode. The visual effects are often Doctor Who has really good visual effects, and often they have visual effects that are really good for TV.
Right.
And the effect of like the couch crumbling into 2 dimensions was such a cool effect. And even when the monsters themselves show up towards the end and they look a little CG, they're supposed to look fake. They look
yeah,
another dimension.
They're trying on human bodies for the first time. I love the whole thing with the painted people, you know, in the tunnel. I loved the just that awful little tin pot dictator character who never gets any less awful as the thing
he never
goes
gets
along.
his comeuppance. He never learns a lesson.
He's just a dick from start to finish.
There's a great bit where it's just like the psychic paper doesn't work on it. It's like, you have to have a huge lack of imagination to not work on psychic paper. I was like, wow. But like, this is also like one of the better. We've had a couple of Monster of the Week episodes this season, and most of them haven't had the best supporting cast. They've only had like one interesting character, like the Fix-It guy from Mummy on the Orient Express, and then the rest of them were sort of like, Here we have like a good 2 or 3 interesting,
the
fun
young graffiti artist,
Yeah.
the asshole guy,
even the cop. Like you pick up on something really fun with this cop who's disappointed in her own department that they're not doing more to solve this mysterious string of disappearances. Yeah, and she's even just like, well, I don't know, maybe they think we're not doing a good enough job. They just, with just a little bit of dialogue, they made us care about this person before they slaughtered them.
Right.
And that was great. And just even the concept is just really, really fun. We've had the idea of pocket dimensions and alternate dimensions before, but the idea of a dimension that exists only in 2 dimensions, like as we know them, is an intriguing concept.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of some of those cool, like Alan Moore Green Lantern characters, like the F-sharp bell that exists in a universe that's so dark that there's no light, so there's no lantern, so it would always be sound-based.
Yeah.
Or stuff like that. It just,
or there was another one where it was an entire species that moved so slowly they didn't know they'd been conquered by the Spider Guild.
Right.
Yeah.
Isn't there a Green Lantern that's like a mathematical equation or something?
I don't, maybe. That sounds plausible.
I think, and there's then Mogo.
But again, you're taking these really heady sci-fi concepts, making them accessible and using them to tell a really, really fun story. And this is a really, really good example of Doctor Who doing that, because sometimes they can just be silly. Sometimes they can try to get by on just a straight up concept. There was one, I think last season, called Dinosaurs on a Spaceship. The title sounds fun. The episode was not. Like they just kind of coasted on it. But
it's a way to not just have another like alien head running around, like it gives you something to play with.
They've done a good job. I mean, this is something Stephen Moffat has done a lot in his tenure, and we've seen it even in this season, which is the idea of something simple and primal getting scary. The idea that statues, maybe when you're not looking at them, they can move. The idea that what's under your bed may actually be there.
Right.
And here we've got the idea of that something that just is a flat image might be 3-dimensionally terrifying and out to get you, and that's fun.
And then to turn you into one. I mean, your nervous system suddenly becomes a wall mural.
Cool wall mural.
Very much so.
I predict you're going to be able to buy that as a decal at Comic-Con this year, and you know what? I'll buy it because it looks cool.
Better that than the large blow up of human skin. I think if those are the choices, I'm going to go with nervous system too.
Let's go with nervous system.
Yeah. So for somebody who is this is my first series of this show. This is my favorite one so far.
Awesome. Cool. I'm glad to hear. I think I prefer the episode that I just referred to.
The Under the Bed stuff. Yeah, that was a good one too.
The title doesn't occur to me because that one felt really distinctive. But for just a solid, straight up Monster of the Week, especially with some indication that some of my concerns about the season as a whole might be addressed, this is a really great episode.
I mean, that one is a good one because I think it also it deals with the overarching story and sort of setting up the Pink character. If I were going to show somebody one standalone episode to be like, hey, this is why I think the show's kind of fun, I think I might go with this one.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad to hear you're on board.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. So we got 3 more, and then we're done. And then what? 3 more and a Christmas special?
Probably a Christmas special. They usually have a Christmas special.
We'll figure that out. Anyway, join us next time. Jenna will be back.